everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrannosaurus Rexes and Brontosaurus. Welcome back to the High Rollers, where we have me, West. We have Tyler, but we also have a very fun special guest. Not a thoosie, literally. And a co-host of You're Gonna Die, Bitch. Meg, welcome on to the
Hello.
podcast. Which, by the way,
if you hear weird child noises, that would be my child.
We're here for it. If you hear a cat, you hear a baby, take a shot, take a hit.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly cast.
There you go.
Yeah, with drugs and booze. Let's go.
Hypothetical though. So would you rather have to fight a chicken every single day you get in your car, or have to deal with one grizzly bear in your office once, but you're dealing with a grizzly bear?
Bro, it's grizzly bear's killing you. Give me the chicken.
But you have to deal with that chicken every time you get into your car.
But you live.
The first time of the day. Yeah, so say you're like, you just get up, you're hungover, you're like, oh yeah, let's go to get some Wawa or some shit. And then, oh yeah, you forget the chicken is going to attack you because it's the first time you open it for the day. So then, yeah, it's attacking you and you get pecked in the eye and now you can't drive.
A grizzly bear will kill you.
Okay, you have your whole team to help you take out this bear.
Okay, so here's the thing. Do you know about my bear obsession? You don't know about this?
So you would try to...
I love that you asked this question. So
you would try to get... What would you try to do with the bear?
Here's the thing. You know. I think that if I were, in fact, put in a position with any kind of bear, that bear would recognize me as an ally and know that I just want to be its friend. And we would therefore bond. And now, there's the realistic part of my brain that says, no, Megan. Like, it would try to kill you. But then, like, that hopeful in this part of my brain is like, no, that bear knows that you're its friend.
Because there's so
many
many
would want to be your friend.
Of, like, well, bears kind of like, it also depends. Like, the black bears, those are, like...
Yeah, see, like, okay. If it's a black bear, that's basically a dog, okay? I could form a whole podcast about bears. Yes, it is, Mark. See, Mark knows this. So... Fun story, when we went on our road trip that we got engaged on back in 2020, we went to Bear Country, USA. Do either of you know what Bear Country, USA is?
Is it Tennessee?
I was like, is it in Tennessee?
It's not in Tennessee. What state is it in? One of the Dakotas?
Oh, yeah, it's far out west.
Oh, that's a west. Yeah. No, West Coast bears are scary.
Yeah,
so we took a road trip in 2020. We drove out to Colorado and then drove back. And went through, like, all the Dakotas. Like, we went through the Badlands. We did all the things. And we went to Bear Country, USA, which is essentially a drive-through bear zoo. And my husband felt the need to lock the doors and lock the windows because he was so convinced that I was going to try to roll down my window and try to pet a bear. And he wasn't necessarily wrong. It probably was a good move.
I mean, so you could.
They were all black bears.
I'm thinking there is a workaround. There was a workaround. You could have got like those pointer like hands.
Yes.
Just the smallest little hole through like the window, and then just have the pointer hand just like stroking its head.
You know the bear rhyme, like what to do if you encounter a bear. If it's black, fight back, because black bears are pretty like docile, like they'll kind of back off. If it's brown, lie down. So if it's a grizzly bear, you better play dead and hope that it believes you. And if it's white, say goodnight, because if it's a polar bear and it's close enough to see you, your ass is dead. So that's the bear rhyme.
Do you think you could survive 24 hours in a Home Depot? You have unlimited access to everything in the Home Depot, and there are 2 polar bears in there that have your scent.
2 polar bears, okay.
2 polar bears, so 700 pound, however fucking big a polar bear is.
Okay,
but
are we assuming that
yeah.
like they're gonna be fine, like in the climate, whatever they're in, like they're gonna be?
Yeah, they're in an air conditioning 64 degrees Home Depot, and you're in there with them.
All right, they can come
back in the day. Back in high school, we used to do the Velociraptor in Home Depot.
Yeah.
But for the sake of our current bear talk, You think you could survive 2 polar bears?
In a Home Depot, yeah, you just get on a forklift and climb. Because I don't think polar bears climb.
Are you
like if it's a grizzly or a black bear? No,
certified.
but anybody can get forklift certified.
Anyone is in that situation. I'm telling you.
I mean,
I'll print out my certificate right then and there, boy.
I don't think the polar bears care if I'm certified or not, Ty.
I think I think they could climb those shelves pretty easily and or knock them down.
They could knock them down. It would be hard, okay, because I think I could survive. I think what would be hard for me is, like, if you put me in a position where I had to injure or kill the bear, I would have a really hard time doing that.
Yeah. I often find myself in that situation too. Like, oh man, am I worth more than the animal? Because like I don't think so.
Exactly.
Like, what am I doing?
Polar bear. Like those guys are endangered. Yeah. Like they're already.
They'll be gone.
Who am I, a human?
Yeah, they'll be gone soon.
Like, okay, but the grizzly bear versus chickens question. I also hate chickens. So, which is funny because my parents have chickens now, and every time I go visit my parents, I have to deal with that. But here's the thing with a chicken. Unless it's a particularly asshole rooster, which I have encountered, if you just kind of yell at them, they run away. So, like, I wouldn't have a problem with the chicken. That's not even a... not even afraid.
I mean, I think I could take a 100-pound T-Rex, so I could take a chicken in my car.
You could take a chicken.
I'm straight... and throwing it out my window. Done.
Yeah, but imagine like...
And like, honestly, Wes, I would like you to present this question to my father because he basically does have to fight off chickens every day to get in his car. Because they're just roaming around my parents' driveway.
No, that's an actual thing. That's maybe less. Like, that's not even hypothetical. It's an actual scenario.
Yeah, that's an actual situation.
My cat has her whole asshole on my cutting board right now. Holy fuck.
I mean, where else would you put it?
I guess I should need to clean that cutting board and put it away, because... fuck.
But no, Meg, thanks for coming on. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time, because really the main thing, because I know I told you, whenever you have Alien or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to bring me on.
Yes.
Especially a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And, oh, God,
we already did Texas Chainsaw, dude.
What?
You told me that after we did Texas Chainsaw.
That's exactly, yeah. I was.
Yes.
I was like, bring me on for.
So then
Alien.
I told you we'd bring you on for Alien, and then of course I just had to come here and be like, guess what? We're not even doing horror movies anymore.
No, you can at least do Alien.
I'll do Alien.
Because I can talk
did tell
about
my
the
brother.
franchise.
I told him that we still had to do horror movies sometimes because I've promised several movies to people that I really want them to come on and do, and like you are on the list for Alien.
Have you done The Thing? Because that's my favorite horror movie.
We have not done The Thing. So my brother hates old horror movies.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Well,
that's
how old?
Perfect.
Like,
that is
how
a
far?
perfect.
I forget how far he doesn't like them.
If it's before the late 90s, like essentially anything before Scream, he's out.
But it's like peak.
So, like,
it's peak practical effects.
I know.
Like, everything's. The Thing is perfect. That's my number one favorite horror movie of all time. It's fascinating.
I've actually never seen The Thing.
I know.
I don't even know if I can call myself a horror person because I've never seen The Thing.
Okay, you have to.
You know what I liked about your cast though is that obviously it's your perspective on it, but it's like you're learning about, like, you're getting more into it as you were, like, because I remember from the first episode to the last one of Scream 5, and it's just like how much more you're actually
because
talking
I was
about
never
it
into horror.
Exactly. So I just thought that perspective.
I was never into it. Yeah,
it was so interesting to listen to.
I was never into it because horror movies really did scare me, and I didn't want to watch them. Now I'll willingly watch them.
I only have 2 modern horror movies in my tops, which is funny because
what are they?
I'm the opposite. I think new scary movies fucking suck.
And most of them do.
I hate
I'm
modern scary. It is so hard to find.
I'll say
modern... Oh, you know what? I just thought of a third.
6 to 7 years, it's been rough.
So me and Wes talked about it last night. The Ritual. I think that's
I have not seen it, but it's been on my list.
It's really underrated.
Blair Witch Project. That shit scares me. And the Babadook.
Blair Witch.
It's one of the best episodes.
Oh, really? I hated that movie.
It's a psychological one. It's
the ones that Meg didn't like was so funny.
So, I cannot take any scary thing seriously that is named the Babadook.
that fucking knock. That shit's scary.
Also, no, I don't want to watch Monster Jam, but maybe Daddy will watch it with you. Oh.
You know, now we need to do a Monster Jam while I watch through on the cast, everyone. So,
we're very into monster trucks lately. So
number one, right?
I love a good psychological thriller, but I do not like scary movies where, like, the antagonist ends up being, like, an idea or, like, a mental illness or, like...
Spoilers.
Yes. No, that's not G-Man Puppas. That's a dinosaur. That's a velociraptor. Yeah. Or, like... I don't know, like... Dude. Yeah, in that one. I like my scary movies to, like... I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place because, like, if I want something to scare me, it usually has to have some sort of, like, demonic or possession undertone.
Mm-hmm.
Because that shit terrifies me. But in terms of the scary movie, like, my top... And it depends on the day, because it also depends on, like, is it my favorite scary movie that actually scared me? Like, the scary movie that actually scared me was The Strangers. I saw that when I was in, like, 8th grade, and that movie fucked me up.
That's a scary movie. Yeah, that's a scary movie.
And
it's
then...
real. That shit can happen.
Exactly. And so I think that's why, and honestly, the thing about The Strangers that fucked me up the most was that some of it took place in, like, broad daylight, and for some reason that just really messed with my mind.
Wes has been in my old house. He could testify that The Strangers would be a very apt setting at my old house.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I live like middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna hear you scream.
Conjuring also scared the shit out of me.
That's a really good one.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good. As far as modern goes, that's one of the best modern ones. What is the one with the Sinister was terrifying?
Sinister is scary as fuck.
Yeah, Sinister was scary as fuck.
Nathan made me watch that, and that was one where I had told him, like, that's one that I don't want to watch because it really does freak me out. And then he made me watch it.
Was there a second one to Sinister? Where there
was, but I never saw it.
There's a second to one movie that had
the Young Boys or
it's
something.
It's literally aptly named to our guest right now.
What?
Megan 2.0.
Oh yeah, good old Megan.
That premise, I don't know if you looked at it. They're definitely just saying fuck it, you know. Just
I haven't looked at it.
We took some shrooms one night and wrote the scripts. And
that's up.
I mean,
scary movie sequels are they're rarely ever good. Like, there are just not a lot of good sequels in horror movies.
Agreed.
And it's unfortunate.
I do think we're finally getting to the point where they are realizing that I think horror is the one medium, one place, one genre where there is a lot of original things happening. Because
yes.
Like, we're not... I mean, there was a point we were just seeing Friday the 13th reboots, Scream reboots out the wazoo, right? But, like, now they're... I mean, obviously because of what happened, all the cast left for reasons, basically. And now that movie's probably not happening. And so that reboot and the whole thing's ending, probably. But we're seeing a lot more originals. Yep. And I really respect horror for that, because... It's not my favorite genre when it comes to watching stuff, but, like, it's always something I can at least expect something new. It's like it's not just strictly a franchise or an IP or a sequel or a nostalgic bait.
Blumhouse is churning them out, and then is it Radio Silence has, like, some really interesting concepts coming out too, like, and it is nice to see because I feel like the rest of the movie world, like you said, like, I need people to have original ideas again. I'm so sick of shit getting rebooted. There's so many shows getting rebooted. There are so many movies getting rebooted. I'm like, come on. Like, are we okay? And I mean, I know we're not as a society. We're not okay. But like,
the scariest movie is turning on the news in 2025.
Yeah, literally.
Or going on Twitter as a woman.
Yeah. Yes. But anyway, all this to say, thanks for having me on.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
So, what is do y'all know what the transition is? It still gonna be You're Gonna Die, Bitch, or is it gonna be
We are changing the name. What? You're welcome. I don't know why you're telling me thank you, but you're welcome. It's gonna be Folia Deux, which is our new name. Which, if you're not familiar with what that means, it's basically it basically means twin delusion. So two people who suffer from the same delusions, and that is essentially me and my brother.
It's already better
we're still gonna do
than the second Joker movie.
Well, thank you. Worked really hard. Yes. We have to copy from something, you know.
Well, no, I'm just saying that. Look, at least that actually it will work and fit to the chaos of what that is.
That's true.
To the flaccid. The flaccid cock that
Not
was
flaccid,
the second Joker cock. The Joker's
That's like my
second Joker. Yeah,
word,
that movie
flaccid.
was gosh, I really feel bad for Todd Phillips for being forced to make that movie. Anyways,
I still haven't seen it.
Okay, once the new boy comes out, pop an edible, a lot of MGs and watch it because that's the only way to get through it.
Isn't that like musical? Isn't there like
and it's not good.
Stuff in it?
That's the thing, and I'm kind of a musical guy, and it's not good. It's not good at all.
What? You're a musical guy?
So yeah, I'm a movie musical guy. I've wanted to see more actual stuff, but I can do some movie musicals. Like I think it started off with growing up. I watched a lot of I spammed the shit out of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then Happy Feet was also ridiculous. But then I was also into La La Land a good bit. Les Mis, because he was singing earlier, and I was like, "Why are you singing Les Mis?"
I was listening to Les Mis before you got on.
I have to send you a TikTok.
Yeah, there's a few. There's probably something else I could think of, but yeah, I
made Mark watch Rent this past weekend.
Oh, 565. Yeah. 600 minutes.
So I went to
I literally have that on DVD.
Art school for middle school. So my mom's very my mom is an art history major, very cultured, all that shit. So I was, yeah.
Oh, so you were there for Rent. You know.
Oh, I was there for Rent. Yeah.
Oh.
And what's the Beatles that musical
Across the Universe?
Yeah.
I know every word to it.
Actually, I was in high school watching that movie when my high school girlfriend told me she cheated on me, so I hate that movie.
Oh,
that's so sad. I'm so sorry. You deserve better than that.
Yeah, who cares?
Across the Universe is amazing. I am such a musical girl.
Rewatch it.
It's so good, especially
Les Mis and
The Wiz is good too.
Yes,
I still haven't seen The Wiz.
Whiplash and La La Land are probably some of my favorite musicals or music themed.
Okay,
I'm musical,
if we're gonna count themed. Whiplash,
yeah, the music themed.
Still haven't seen Whiplash.
Because someone who's a drummer,
which is insane.
J.K. Simmons is chef's kiss.
Yeah, and I have a huge crush on Miles Teller, so the fact that I haven't seen Whiplash is amazing.
Oh, have you seen The Gorge?
And I love J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons is perfect in it. My tempo, your tempo.
That movie looks freaky as hell, and it has Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. It's like they literally picked out two different demographics of
creepy ass people.
Who? Anya Taylor-Joy's in that?
Yeah, the one that we were talking about this. You were with a whole tirade shitting on her.
Wait, she's in Whiplash?
No. We're talking about The Gorge.
Oh. Okay. I was like, she's not in Whiplash. Whiplash is a good movie. She's not in good movies. Anna Taylor-Joy is not in any good movie. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I can't think of anything.
She's in Northman. That is a good movie.
It's
an Eggers movie. Have you seen Nosferatu?
Oh, that's
no, not yet.
Woman, that's what I like calling.
I know. I haven't. Listen,
you have a horror podcast and you haven't seen Nosferatu?
I have not watched anything new in so long.
You gotta bounce on it.
Brandon, life will be lifing, so it's very understandable. So
I'm gonna wait till I go on maternity leave and have nothing to do but watch a newborn sleep. And yes, it is my Bronco. Yeah. And then when the newborn is sleeping, I will watch all the scary movies I can.
Oh, Miles Teller, whoever that is, was in the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
You say Miles Teller, whoever that is? It's the guy in Whiplash.
I watched that movie for J.K. Simmons. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's in Whiplash. He's in Top Gun. He was also in the really bad Fantastic Four reboot.
He was in Footloose. Oh, hey, dude. Miles Teller is a lovely, lovely man.
So you have your cards for celebrities with Mark?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how many cards then, or is there like a limit?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure Mark's pretty chill. So I think like if I was like, hey, I had the opportunity, he would understand it. Like I think I kind of get unlimited, but
fair.
I would kind of do the same for him though, because I feel like if you're in that situation, like you have to take advantage of that situation, like.
I kind of agree.
That's a once in a lifetime experience.
I'm painfully single right now, but anytime we're discussing the hall pass, I try to like name somebody that's like very close and not a celebrity that like I would have an opportunity, like Rebecca from work, shit like that.
Yes.
I'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah. And like Mark and I have talked about it, and like honestly, I've told him, and I shouldn't say this on a podcast where coaster girls do listen, but I've told him, I'm like, listen, if you're on a trip and like you have like, I don't want our relationship to be a reason for you to miss out on a really good opportunity, I guess. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, yes, I am married, but like monogamy is such a broad construct.
I know a coaster enthusiast that would have loved that green light.
So,
oh no.
I was actually thinking
I won't say anymore
about that. Like, it's been like a thing in my mind for like the past few months for some reason. Just like the actual how far you can stretch monogamy. and obviously for different people, it's different for everyone. But like, how far can you stretch it? Now we're a philosophy cast.
Logically, how far can you stretch?
Did you?
Let me get up the measuring tape real quick.
Hey.
I have so many thoughts, and like, here's the thing: ethical non-monogamy is possible. Like, if you have an agreement with the person that you're monogamous with, that like you can be chill about it, and like that's why you have like open relationships and things like that. And like, plus, monogamy is about so much more than sex. Like, would I give Mark permission to go off and have a full-ass relationship with another person? Probably not. Nope. But, like, if he gets the opportunity to sleep with somebody that's, like, really fucking hot and he knows he would have a good time with, bro, live your life. Like, I want you to be happy. Who am I to stand in the way of that? And if I get an opportunity to sleep with Dave Grohl, who is my ultimate hall pass, and, like, yes, that's weird, but, like, Dave Grohl from Nirvana and the Foo Fighters is my ultimate hall.
Like, not the other Dave Grohl, not from the Foo Fighters.
No.
Okay.
I have the biggest. Honestly, when I found out that Dave Grohl fathered a child outside of his marriage and it was not in an ethical situation like we're talking about, my heart broke. Like, I have never.
I thought you were like, you're saying there's a chance.
Days. Yeah. So, no, Dave Grohl is my ultimate hall pass, and like Mark knows that like. If I were to go hang out with Dave Grohl, and like I would come back as just like such a happy person, and then he gets to reap the benefits of that. So like there's a way to be ethically non-monogamous, and I am a full.
What if they rethemed the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster to Dave Grohl is willing to fuck you, and in the beginning he's just like I want to smash. And the theme is like you guys just tumbling in bed.
Oh, this is everyone though. It's like a. I don't know if kids can ride this now.
Man, listen, like.
I had to talk about a roller coaster for the sake of the podcast.
I mean, this is obviously bonus.
Yeah. No,
honestly, Unchained, Uncensored, like, we're going 80 Days Across the World podcast.
Oh wait.
We do have the coaster topic of theme parks, grocery stores. Like,
yes. So that was the main reason. I don't know if I brought that up because we've been going on for so much. But that's obviously up
next time Mark swings by, let me know if you guys want to see the old Ka tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I won't do it without Mark there though.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about that or saw that at the tailgate. He gave the last stragglers were able to see a good photo opportunity for Ka as king on his left ass cheek. So.
Oh my god!
It's tattooed.
That's amazing.
It's not fake.
One of my friends texted me recently and sent me in the.
Yeah, it's in king.
I'll wait for Mark to come back because I don't want to be flashing.
You have to put Milo down, and then I'll make him come in here.
Okay.
One of my friends recently sent me a video of have y'all seen the newsreel where they're interviewing two girls that were obsessed with Ka that are crying about it coming down, and the news anchor is laughing.
Yep.
And
it's mean. That's mean. I cried.
So my friend sent me that video because he knows about the coaster community and everything. And he's like, "Is this real?" And I was like, "Yes, this is real." And I was like, "And yes, I know some people who had that same reaction."
Yep.
Yeah. Look. That's a double-edged sword.
I never got to ride it, so.
So, I need to go through and go over your rankings here.
Okay.
But imagine. Okay, I was imagine. I'm trying to think. Yeah, imagine if Steve just fell down like that.
To be fair, Ka isn't my favorite by any means, but it's just so cool. It's so big, you know.
No, we did say we would chain ourselves to 305 last episode, so
yes, that is my number one. So
we're actively recruiting, making a budget for I-305's a defense budget for a roller coaster. So
I mean, I have the arms. We could take the Eiffel Tower and just take out any bulldoze operators.
Eiffel Tower.
Well, I think the biggest thing with Ka, and I'm thinking about. If you compared it to if they just took Steve, if I knew that it was coming down, if I had been given advanced notice, Six Flags did everybody so dirty for that, just the
for a record
that will always be fucked up. That is a coaster. I'd never ridden it, but I know of it, and if I know of a roller coaster, it means it's a big roller coaster.
Right.
So just taking that away without giving people a good heads up,
it's ridiculous.
Is super fucked up.
We just puckered up for a Zim job. Give a Zim job, everyone.
So insulting. The fastest, tallest, craziest, beautifulest machine, and you're just gonna be we're not telling anyone. We're gonna have influencers spread potential misinformation and have our staff actively say no. Answer emails and say no. Motherfucker.
I guess that's why the reaction.
Look at this goblin getting in trouble over here.
I can understand.
I know.
Both sides.
I'm playing with the fishing pole with mine.
Because
I understand the Six Flags side, West.
Oh no! I'm saying the person crying. I can understand their side because they probably were not out there in the last rides, with a big group of thoozies, so enjoying and making a big thing out of it and truly lapping it. They probably were "Oh, I'll go on the next round." They probably aren't as informed.
Right.
And for what they were saying, it's something they did with their family. So I was a lot of these people, I was saying a few casts ago, that park is the only park they're ever going to go to. 99% of the rides they will ever ride in their life, it was going to be at that park.
We'll be there. Yeah.
So for them, losing something like Ka, and they rode it with their family and everything, it is pretty big, Especially if you're not really traveling out that way that much for anything else. So.
Right, and as someone, so I'm from Ohio. I'm from Central Ohio, and so I grew up having two home parks that were both two of the best parks in the country. I've got Kings Island and Cedar Point, both less than 2 hours from me. And if they would have done that to the Beast, which I don't care what anybody has to say about the Beast.
They just closed the gates, and then next week you guys hear, sorry guys, it's not open.
2-time Sony Award winner.
They show a video of it getting toppled as they say it's closing.
I would that's the first roller coaster big kid coaster I ever rode. Like, my dad and I rode it together, and like I still remember that being like one of my best memories of all time. And like, if they just shut old boy down without any, that's what's up. That's what's up. I get so much shit from everybody for loving the Beast.
It's a 2-time Tony Award winner, so it's easily one of the
Beastie
highest
Boy has
tier.
my heart.
It's a great ride.
It is.
And like
it
to that,
is.
it is. Like, he has his flaws, okay? Everybody has their flaws. Beastie Boy has his moments. He's undergone some changes. He's not as young as he used to be.
Yeah, he definitely has. What is it? What is it where you fall asleep randomly?
Narcolepsy.
Yeah, he has narcolepsy in the middle of the ride where he straight track and he just tilted straight track.
But every
but that's
tunnel,
what gives a character, though. I will say that's the character that we don't get a lot, or perks are afraid to make anymore.
Yes, and they don't make
that was
them
probably made
like
by
they
mistake.
used to.
Yeah, because B&Ms aren't made like they used to. Just saying.
You know what? Who else was made by mistake, and we love him anyway? My child. So.
Hey. all the good ones are.
I definitely know I was. My parents don't like to admit it. There was a 17-year gap. Come on.
Oh yeah. Listen. This one I'm cooking right now was also a surprise, and now I can say so. Like, for those of you that don't know, I'm married to Mark from Buzz Bars and the Drunk Riders, and
shout out Drunk Riders.
Shout out
Buzz Bars.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Never mind.
I'm not gonna shout them out. Because Mark is my husband, but the other two, not just kidding. I love them. They've been part of my life for a really long time, so I like to shit on them as much as I can.
And the reason why we've met and you're here on the cast, so
that's correct. That's correct.
Just so you all know, coming up is a sound warning. You might need to turn down the audio, but I thought it was just too funny to not keep in because it was just so random. So you're pre-warned. This was a weird audio glitch, and it really caught us off guard. So 3, 2, 1.
So.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell was that?
God damn. Did you get that too, Mike? Or West? There was like an audio spike on your end that like blew out my eardrums.
It's probably the cats, honestly.
Yeah, it sounded like you just randomly yelled at us for no reason.
It was
that
like
was
the
really
audio
funny.
was like 500%. I was like,
like it was her regular volume.
I'm so sorry.
But it just
no.
Like it was like hilarious. I kind of want to keep that in, to be honest. I was gonna put like a disclaimer for that.
Scare the shit out of people.
Rip headphone users, yeah.
I'm gonna like rip headphones real quick. Like I give you guys 5 seconds to turn it down, but like
that was what really did funny. I bring up Mark for? What was I talking about?
We're talking about Buzz Bars, Drunk Riders.
Oh, mistakes. Yes. So Milo ruined the first Buzz Bars Europe trip for us.
Oh yeah.
Because I surprise got pregnant.
I remember.
And now, for those of you that don't know, Buzz Bars is going back to Europe this summer, and guess who's not going again because of a surprise fetus? This girl.
Hey, look, I don't have a fetus, but I will still be a Europe virgin for responsibilities as well. So, obviously, fetus is much more important.
I want to go so bad.
I was literally on the phone with Mike about that as I was like getting pseudo fired, and I was like, I will gladly take that position, but I don't think I can right now because I don't have I mean, I'm a career fireman of 9 years, and I like lost my job with that, so it was pretty shitty. Because I was gonna go. Especially
I did hear that.
Yeah.
It's a bummer. It's stuff like there have been a few people I think that like have had shit come up that's made things fall through, and it sucks. And like Mark and I are two of those people. Oh, Mark, come here. Ty has something he wants to show us.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So we're getting an impromptu guest. Mark.
Hey.
From Drunk Riders.
Yeah. It's Mark from Drunk Riders.
Hello, Mark. Mark.
Oh, you can't see it that well.
You gotta look at the camera, bro.
I cannot.
Jesus.
That is amazing. The font.
In the font, baby.
So
also, perfect outfit to show that.
Yes, perfect.
I wonder when we're gonna have them invade or some shit, we invade and.
It's funny because I had no idea what Marcus ever looked like.
Oh, now you know.
Yeah, I do.
That might be, honestly, that'll be one of the episodes of the Drunk Riders that I actually listen to. So when you guys go on there and invade it, I don't listen to that podcast.
Look,
it's one of the few things keeping me alive right now. So
it's funny because I will say they're like the dichotomy of. So I will say my top 2 right now is like Side Friction and then them. When it comes to coasters and stuff, because Side Friction, they're going in depth in all the news, and they're like have such funny takes about it. And then if I want to hear actual perspectives on news, I'm going to them. If I want to just after work, I'm just working on some Planet Coaster bullshit. I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna probably throw on some drunk riders.
Yeah.
Have a brew with me as well. I think,
like, that show is tainted for me because of my relationships with the host. For context, like, Marcus is the reason that Mark and I are together. Like, that's
cute.
Like, for those of you that don't know, like, Marcus is the reason that Mark and I met. Inadvertently, because I was coworkers with Marcus's wife, Emily. And fun fact, this is a lesser known, I was actually also Marcus's daughter's pre-K teacher. And Marcus always looked mad as fuck when he would come pick his daughter up, so I was afraid of that man for a long time.
He would just come in there, just piss the fuck off, like.
Yes.
I think it's the eyebrows.
I also
it's definitely the eyebrows.
Wait. So did he have hair back then?
Hold on. No, he's never had hair as long as I've known him. But also the reason Marcus and I really bonded is because back in 2017, when Mark and I had started dating, there was a night where we were all at Marcus and Emily's. And Marcus and I got really high and ended up sitting on his stairs and just sharing a box of Honey Smacks cereal. Just like vibing with each other and eating Honey Smacks. And then after that, the rest is history. But like Marcus and I have a relationship where like our friendship is fully built on the two of us insulting each other. And he annoys the fuck out of me, and I annoy the fuck out of him.
I get it now, because you're hearing shit being said, and you cannot rebuttal, or can't do anything back.
Correct. Now, Tom, or Mike, whatever he's being called these days, he was like the first of Mark's other coaster friends that I really became friends with, and I live to troll that man. Like, there is nothing that I enjoy more than making him angry. And again, it's like I can't listen to that podcast because I just get annoyed with them and like want to be mean to them, so I don't listen to it.
So you need to just go on there as a Meg segment and just like come on there like an angry topic.
I think I've gone on there twice, like 2 or 3 times. And those are the only episodes I listen to. See how I sound.
Weren't you? You were just on. What were you just on?
I was just on Thrills, Chills, and Spills.
Yes.
Kelly.
I like that. I love that.
Kelly, Joey, Rafa, and Tyler. That was fun. That was to talk about the Terrifier movies. Going back to horror.
They have their own podcast now.
Yeah, I listen to theirs.
Yeah, no, I do too. I like, the meme with Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's like pointing at all the wonky shit. That's Kelly.
How I think. Yes,
that is Kelly with her HHN specs.
And I truly did not know the HHN lore until I went on that podcast, and now I'm like all in.
Her HHN specs are hilarious, and she'd be like, this flower. They have flower in this one, it's a daisy. So a daisy was once in this movie, so it could be. And I'm like, oh my God.
And I'm just like,
if you listen to that episode, I stand by it. A Swiftie started that shit. I know there is a Swiftie in that marketing campaign because that is some Taylor Swift level clues. Like,
so for me, this is like the equivalence of like enthusiasts, like cryptids. Like looking at girl like
yes.
like Bigfoot the Mothman, like the Chupacabra, like to me, I'm like, how do you even find out this knowledge? Like I was the first time I went to HHN, I was so overstimulated with everything.
I loved it, though.
Oh no, I love the shit out of it.
You come
I'm just like, are you asking me?
I'm gonna get a frequent fear thing.
I want to. I would like to.
Hey, look, I know like Buzzbars has a recurring group that always goes down. Obviously, thanks to Kelly.
Yeah.
So
yes.
No, I would love to because I'm gonna probably be there most nights in September. So I wanna link up with a couple people and Buzzbars and
yes.
Yeah.
God, now you're making me want to go back.
Yeah.
I was trying to go.
I would really like to go.
Gavin, you got the green light from Gavin, man. Make it happen.
Well, see, Gavin's trying to go to uni in general.
Exactly. So, okay. Well, it's a good uni.
I need to get back. I haven't been.
I'm just being honest. I feel like I would see him have that RBF by at least hour 3 if we went to HHN.
That's all right.
Like you would be.
It is an endeavor.
No, and he already struggles with parks. Like he's not an enthusiast. He'll go and they're fun, but he cannot.
Yeah.
Lapping, he'll go like maybe 3 times, maybe.
Oh, see, I don't lap.
Right, he's not a lapper really. It really depends.
Yeah, no.
And after like we've done everything, he's good. Like,
did Mike ask their Mark away?
No, he was supposed to put Milo to bed already, but Milo is not wanting to go to bed, so that it's still an ongoing battle.
Okay.
Yeah, so
he saw the cheeks and just sprinted away.
I don't know. Listen, butts are his favorite thing, which is unfortunate because he's married to me, but it's fine. Nah, he's a boobs guy. That's why we're married. Marcus is an ass man. You guys didn't know.
From what I didn't know was that you guys got really high one time, because I offered him the bong one time at Hollywood Nights 2023.
Honestly, now in retrospect, he might not have even been high. I might have just been really high. And he might have been drunk.
Oh, shit. I remember
the first night that Mark and I got high together, and Mark made his, which, like, he doesn't really advertise this, but that night he came up with the genius thought that boats and planes are the same thing because they both travel through fluid.
Wait, this is the first time you got high?
Yeah, it was the first time we got high together. It wasn't the first time he got high, but yes. And Mark and never really
are the same thing.
Are the same thing because they both travel through fluid. This is his engineer brain. Mark's engineer brain goes into like full fucking like beast mode when he's high, and this fucker will start talking to you about like thermodynamics.
You know, I get that. It's like when I get high, and then all of a sudden I'm like I'll get on the top of the Eiffel Tower, and I'm just like, one of the ride-ups will be. I remember one time I was like baked, and I was looking at 305, so I was just like staring at it, just like, and they was like, "Hey man, how's it going on?" I'm like, but I had vertigo because I was like, "Shit, I'm on the Eiffel Tower. I'm looking at 305," and I brought me back. I'm like, dude, like, some man was paid to make that machine. You know what I'm saying? And like he could have been making spaceships and shit, but he's making that for fun. He's making that,
which like good for him. He's making that so other people can have fun.
Exactly.
He's actually making it for Dale Earnhardt.
Well, yeah, and then now they're making it. Well, at least it's cat themed, so I'll take that.
I know. I'm like surrounded by these gremlins at all times. It's so bad.
I'm surprised none of mine have made an appearance yet.
I've seen them in the corner. Also, it's pretty funny that we started this as like, oh yeah, we'll just have this short little Meg segment, and we've been talking for hours, and I love it.
Stopped it from that. I didn't like that.
What happened?
I'm gonna go grab my other beer. I forget what it is.
I'm still here. So, my webcam doesn't like that because I'm using virtual.
Are any of the drunk riders IPA guys? Because I know
only.
Or is he just a cream pie guy?
Honestly, Mark will try anything. Like he'll pretty much try anything. I think he likes stouts. I mean, obviously his fave is Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he's a big Labatt's guy because he's, Canadian.
I've never tried it.
Basically. You never had Labatt's?
Mm-mm.
What's the other?
I have
PBR, but I don't think like
good old PBR. So I don't do beer at all. Oh,
brother, son, what do you want?
I don't fuck with beer. Like, it tastes like piss, and I don't know why people pretend to like it, but
okay, whatever. But a sour's good.
I do. So okay, yeah, I do like showers.
I like showers too.
Sours. I do like I enjoy a good shandy. I love a good hard cider. Like,
okay,
but anything even remotely hoppy, I don't fuck with.
Yeah, that's where it's like, my friend said it perfectly. We were having a fighting game night. We were all over. And my friend's like, hey, guys. He's the only IPA drinker. Then he's like, oh, you brought over your liquid metal. And I started crying. And I'm like, it does taste like some IPA just tastes like metal.
Yes. Yes. Like,
or cat piss. They smell like cat piss.
Always cat. Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing. Like, and I'll ask Mark, because I'm anytime somebody wants me to try their drink, I'll be like, let me smell it first, because I will be able to tell you, oh, see, that's pretty. And like, I enjoy IPAs because they're pretty to look at.
But I think
I don't want to drink them.
There's a mild bitter cat piss aroma.
Ugh.
Yep, so. There you go. There you go.
The nice metallic taste going down your gullet.
No, I remember getting this. It's one of the reward winners. No, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Well, and I'll tell you what I do fuck with.
I fuck with all beer, to be honest.
I don't. I like the schmoogies. Who makes the schmoogies?
Smoogie is good. Now, oh god, they get almost at two. Like, they're literally, like, I had this orange mimosa one, and it was like dead ass like a smoothie.
They taste like Danimals drinkables, dude. Danimals drinkables. At Kelly and Tom's wedding, I had 6 of those fuckers, plus a shot of whiskey, and like 2 other mixed drinks. And I took like a 20 milligram edible. It was the best night ever. Like, it was so good.
I'm sad I've never met you guys at any of the events, because I've been to a couple special like Dorney events where I met Tom and Kelly twice, and I met them in Tampa. So it's a bummer. It's a bummer.
I've never. So I didn't go to. I don't know if Mark went to the Dorney events. I've never been to Dorney. It's on my list. I think the Dorney Wobble was. I've heard a lot of good things.
I had my friendship with my brother here because of that park.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've heard so many good things. So, yeah, we've been.
Apparently, I threw up.
Events have definitely been harder.
I threw up that day.
I also threw up after the drop tower.
So remember? I remember this because I remember
the rocket tower.
It was hot as shit that entire day, and we were drinking, but it got cool real fast. Like it like dropped like 10 degrees, and whenever that shit happens, like, it's not guaranteed, but I think it was because we were also drinking. I got sick so fast.
Yeah. Was it after a roller coaster?
No, we were just walking, and we waited like 15 minutes. Like, we waited 15 minutes in the queue, and then we were about to get on, and I'm like, I was like, if I get on right now, this would be like an explosion.
We marathoned
human matter that should not be experienced for anyone right now.
But we marathoned Steel Force together, and Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of Steel Force rides. That day I was there, I rode Steel Force probably like 27 times.
It's a very lappable coaster, though.
10 or 12 with West.
Like, I will say, there are coasters that are more lappable than others. Like, I feel like I can take almost anyone that can enjoy a coaster and just put on Steel Force for at least 5 times. They'd be like, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean,
when I go to Dorney, I'll let you know, because I don't lap.
It's a good ass pounder, which is probably why West likes it so much. So
wait, you said it's good what?
And a good ass pounder.
Oh yeah.
Screenshot. No phrasing. Screenshot.
Well,
I did lap Wildcat's Revenge.
That's a good.
Well, did you feel obligated because of ERT?
No, it really. So I cried the first time I rode that roller coaster. So I was really impressed by it. Good cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that could be like.
And because it was just really fun.
That's Jameer Park Vision's number 1.
Ah.
I saw a few people's
number. Let me see.
Yeah, let's actually.
I think it's my number 5.
Let's real quick. Do you have a top 10?
I do have a top 10.
Can we hear it?
Yes. Let's see. So my number 1 is Steve.
For all the Rickies that are listening.
Finally, some roller coasters. These people's lives.
Let me start it at 10.
Start at 10. Real quick before you get into it, I'll have like a space generally, like on Twitter or whatever, and I'll just be bullshit and talk about girls or life.
Yes.
And like people will be like, did you see Tatooine got a new LSM, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, who the fuck cares about that?
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Have another hobby. Like, enjoy life.
You should just say no coasters. And then there might be crickets, but...
Yeah, no one will join. Anyways, you're 10 there, ma'am.
So I do want to preface this by saying that my number 11 is very important to me. Okay, so I am going to mention.
Is your 11 number 0? Because sometimes that happens.
No, it's not. Oh, and also I feel it worth it to know my top 10 also does indicate sometimes that I'm actually not a thoosie because I like very weird things to latch onto about coasters. So my number 11, which was only just recently pushed out of my top 10 on the when Wes and I hung out when we went to Six Flags New England and Lake Compounce. There was a coaster there that pushed my number 11 out of my top 10. My number 11 is Big Bear Mountain at Dollywood.
That ride is really, really
I love that coaster. I love it. It's bears.
I was actually going to ask if you rode that.
Yes.
We had the whole bear conversation.
And I did, you know what? I did lap that too. And
that's a lappable coaster?
Seems lappable. Seems very lappable.
Immaculate. So that's my number 11. My number 10 is Maverick at Cedar Point.
Yes.
All-time and a lot of these are in my top 10 based on one experience that I had on the ride. So that too. Right. My number 9 is Gwazi. My number 8 is Thunderhead at Dollywood.
Let's go.
My number 7. Yes. I'm a big Woody fan also, you will notice.
Screenshot.
My number 7 is Fanny at Kennywood. So my number 6.
Yeah, that's so good. Number 6
is Boulder Dash at Lake Compounce.
Really?
That is my number 6. Yep. So that's what booted Big Bear Mountain. Was Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash was really good.
Yes. Yeah, Wildcats is my number 5. The Legend is my number 4.
Yes.
Fucking love that coaster.
Laterals. Laterals. Just get bent over that train.
Number 3
just get bent over that train.
is...
Screenshot.
That's really what happens for 20 seconds. It has a quickie with you. Like...
It's amazing. It's like literally my legs were shaking when I got off that coaster.
Wes,
that's why it's my number 4.
Did I tell you what my dad said when he found out I had an ass tattoo?
Wait, did he just find out?
No. He deadpan just said. I mean, he's super chill, cool guy, but he goes, "That's gay, son." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "No, it's not." I was like, "What? It's stupid," which is why I had it. Like, it's like just dead face. And then
so much better.
Yeah, and no, he doubles down. Son. He doubles down with the troll, and he just goes, because I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Come on!" And then he goes, "I'd love and support you anyway." I'm like, "What the fuck? I'm not fucking gay." He just doubles down with the like support of it. I'm like, "Come on."
Look, you might have a few enthusiasts. As soon as they realize that it's out there, they're going to be, like, paying you just... Not only to see it, but, you know.
Yeah, no, I'll show straight up wood on my OF, baby.
I'm going to tell everybody about it.
And they're going to want to touch it, you know? They're gonna...
Oh, you can pay to touch it. You guys... Yeah, we won't speak of the whole, "Can I implode your ass?" comment.
So my dad, speaking of ass tattoos and dads... my dad and my brother got matching tattoos, and it is the stereotypical mom heart. And my brother got his on his upper shoulder, and my father got his on his ass. And he said it was because his mom, my mama, was a huge pain in his ass, and he wanted to remember that. And so he got the mom heart tattooed on his ass like 3 years ago.
That's cute.
That's actually pretty endearing.
Yeah, it's pretty adorable.
Where are you at, 5?
And we are 4.
Yeah, the Legend is 4. 3 is my big Canadian boy Leviathan. I fucking love that coaster.
B&M, let's go, B&M.
Oh, I loved it. My number 2 is obviously the Voyage, the first roller coaster to knock my boobs out of my bra, which is now a like full ranking thing. And my number 1 knockage.
I thought that was.
Yes,
I thought.
Or no, there should be boob security. That's what it should be.
I thought lightning racer or whatever at Hershey Park. I was with Jen, and I thought.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was gonna get full on both titties because she was struggling on that thing.
Yeah.
They were, and I was hungover, so I was struggling. She was struggling. It was a mess.
There's a very real reason that Gabby is braver than I will ever be. I will never have my sleeve out at parks because my boobs will be immortalized on a ride photo.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen. So yeah, Voyage is my number 2, and then my number 1 is Steve at Cedar Point because
I'll take it.
He's my bae. I was there opening day and waited 6 hours in line to ride it with Mark and Marcus and a few other people.
And it was worth it.
And it was worth it. And every time it's worth it. And I will tell you, nothing pissed me off more than when we did the stumble at Cedar Point and everybody and their mom felt the need to ride Steve and then be like, well, it's not as good. Like, I could have throat punched so many people that night, and it's why I didn't hang out with the club that night, because I knew that if anyone got off that fucking roller coaster and insulted it, I would kill them.
You see, I am one. I think actually, you can almost flip-flop Gwazi and Steve, which is funny.
Okay.
But I don't hate, I love, everything in my top 20, it's I would, I'm trying to think. They're like my children. I can't really choose between them, but I'm choosing between them, but I can't really choose between them. Especially the top.
But Steve is
Steve is a great coaster.
Me off because objectively, I don't care how much of a fucking enthusiast you are. Objectively, you cannot ride Steel Vengeance and then say that it's not a good roller coaster.
We had the same part. Well, we actually had the same thing with Airtime Magma with Egypt.
Yeah. I mean,
Egypt.
What do you want? I'll talk to you about roller coasters.
No. This is fine.
He was completely trolling.
Yeah, no. I also here's another one.
If anything, I might put a disclaimer for the Rickies to be like, hey, if you want coasters, here's where it is. Otherwise.
We have our bears and dinos. We have our grocery store conversation. Wes still hasn't even talked about that.
Oh, so we were standing outside of. I was so baked after I walked back in. Yeah, we were just standing there like the broccoli in the hot tub with the chain on his neck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then I don't know how. What did you say it felt like? I said it was a Kroger's vibe or.
Listen,
CVS
so I said that Cedar Point is the Costco of amusement parks.
Yeah, you can put them in. I would put Magic Mountain there too.
Yeah, Cedar Point is the Costco of amusement parks. And then I said, and if Cedar Point is the Costco, I think I said Lake Compounce was... No, because I compared it to some New England grocery store. What are grocery stores in New England? Is that where fucking... what's it called? It starts with a W? Wegmans or whatever?
Weagles?
I don't know.
Stop and Shop? I don't know.
Maybe.
I think it is a Weagles.
But no, Kings Island is the Kroger. Kings Island is the Kroger. Because it's in Cincinnati. And, that's where Kroger's from. And then Wes and I got in a whole conversation about what parks would be what grocery stores. And he was like, you have to come on the cast to talk about this.
Yeah, so this is the main thing we're coming on for now. So I almost need to make a tier list for it, like a tier maker.
I'm good with that.
Hold up. So we gotta see what's. Now we gotta make a baseline. What is the? People are gonna look at this wrong. They're gonna see the highest, and the highest is not necessarily gonna be the best, right?
Correct, because technically, if you do highest, that would be Cedar Point, the parks with really killer lineups. But that's not your favorite. Costco isn't your favorite grocery store. For some people it is. But you go to Costco when you want a big range, when you want a store that has everything. But you go to Kroger when you want just your standard, groceries that are close to your heart, and that's Kings Island.
Wait, so you said Kings Island's Kroger?
Kings Island is Kroger for sure.
I feel like they could almost be a Harris Teeter too, but they're not. because there's parks that are Harris Teeter, which in my opinion it's bougie.
I've never heard of that.
It's a bougie.
It's
grocery
bougie.
Store. It feels like if you look it up, they have like theming inside the place. It's like
okay.
It feels like you're at a train station almost. I'm trying to see if this deal is gonna work because I see Aldi. Do you have Aldi and Lidl by you guys?
I have Aldi.
Oh yeah, Aldi I fuck with so hard.
Aldi makes me feel rich.
They are lifesavers, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Like Aldi. Okay.
I could get a tofu for $1.54 at Aldi. That's hard to beat.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Aldi, you have you need a park that is small. You need a park that's cheap, and you need a park that Holiday World.
Old reliable. You want old reliable, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Holiday World is like.
Or Dorney.
I don't know Dorney, but I believe you. Like, yeah. And like also Holiday World because like it has a lot of the shit that like your home grocery store has, but just like slightly different and slightly better, And that's Aldi because some Aldi brands go the fuck off. And Holiday World goes the fuck off. Oh. I'm going to put Holiday World and Aldi together.
I'm trying to find one that gives me grocery stores and convenience stores. And there's none.
All right.
And it's like, I might have to put some in here, but hold up. How do you... Oh, add additional, okay. I need to put in Costco, really. Because I'm going to take some of these out because, like, City Super and some of these other places I've never been to. So, yeah, but...
Are you on Tier Maker?
Yeah. I'm going to share the screen right now.
Okay.
This is important content, everyone. Seriously.
Ooh, what is this? What is this? What is this?
So yeah, you see, there's a lot of these we're not going to use, but
where's Publix? Put Publix in fucking average because it's cool and nice, but it's so expensive.
We're not ranking.
And it has the best fried chicken.
I was like, we're not gonna rank them off of that. We're just gonna. How are we gonna do this? Actually,
I know that's what stores? It's hard. We can do convenience stores. Convenience stores are like the smaller parks.
All right, so
I don't know those though. Yeah, Alabama Revenge or whatever the fuck that is.
I don't even know why I have Tier Maker up there right now.
Poundland. Wait, real quick at the top row, Poundland. Poundland is what I call my
Poundland.
What the? That's my bedroom.
Hold up,
I think Poundland is British.
Welcome to Poundtown.
Yeah, UK, Poundland.
Yeah, UK. Never mind, that's not my bedroom.
Like the dollar store, but Poundland instead.
That's gross.
British variety store chain.
Yeah, nuke it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, one second. My fucking cat doesn't realize that we live in an apartment now and thinks that the hallway is a different room because she's like kind of manic about it.
Bless.
So I have to make because they don't know that I have cats. So.
Yeah, he's doing one of them ones.
Love that.
But no.
American grocery stores.
So, yeah, I don't even know. I guess it's just to help us out here, but I'll write it down in a notepad. That's what we're gonna do.
Give us ideas. Yeah.
So we already have what do we have so far?
We have Costco.
I'll
Cedar Point.
All right. I'll top the Costco as one. Spelling is hard. Cost. Jesus Christ.
Cost.
Yeah, I'm like, why was that a brain fart? Cedar Point. Yeah, don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Kroger?
What? Kroger is Kings Island.
We gotta put Buggies in here, but I don't know.
Aldi is Holiday World.
Aldi.
We gotta put one in here.
We gotta put Buc-ee's in here somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, fuck. What is Buc-ee's gonna be? Dollywood.
Yeah, Dollywood, Silver Dollar City.
Yep. Yeah. Silver Dollar City. Yeah. Buc-ee's is Silver Dollar City. Yeah, that's accurate.
So, are we doing one for each, or are we doing multiple?
I mean, I feel like we can do multiple. Like, same vibes, yeah. Like, I mean, Silver Dollar City and Dollywood have very, very similar
There's
vibes.
also multiple Costco's and multiple Kroger's and multiple Buc-ee's. It's not like there's just one of these.
This is true. This is true.
Dollywood. So right now, Holiday World is an Aldi. So Lidl, I'm trying to think. Do I prefer Lidl over Aldi?
I only know Aldi, so...
They're basically the same. I'm trying to think. I think, if I remember correctly, Lidl has slightly more options, but like, slightly. But they're basically the same thing. Aldi.
Like...
Let's go to
What's Holiday World, but with slightly more options?
I can almost put
a park that has 5 coasters instead of 4.
Yeah, I'm like, I can almost put I want to say, no, I could put Waldemere somewhere else. But what's like?
I want to go to Waldemere so bad.
I'm like, what are these like?
I've never been.
Small parks with us that 1 or 2 things that are like you're going there for. Granted. I'm trying to think where I could put Knoebels now, too.
With Lake Compounds heavy. And I would go back to Lake Compounds just for Boulder Dash.
Is Girl Cat all okay?
It's Boy Cat that she's fine. So it's the time change. It's dark out, so they think it's food time. So they're like Boy Cat is just completely food motivated. So Same. No, you're Dave Grohl motivated.
Yeah, Foo Fighter motivated.
I am Dave Grohl motivated. I do love me some Dave.
So what are we saying Aldi is?
So Aldi's Holiday World, we need to figure out something else. But Lidl is kind of the same thing, but just slightly more options, like slightly.
I feel
we're looking for still small parks with.
Do you guys have Winn-Dixie? Are you familiar?
No.
I am familiar with Winn-Dixie.
Or Cash and Carry.
Slightly familiar with Cash and Carry.
It's formerly Winn-Dixie is formerly Cash and Carry, so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I always think of Because of Winn-Dixie, the book. And then I remember. But also, do we have Piggly Wiggly on there?
Do I see that?
Piggly Wiggly is Kentucky Kingdom. That, I will die on that hill.
Wait,
because
where is it?
It is based on people alone.
There's a couple things that are on there. Everything is on there twice, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Piggly Wiggly is not on there, but it should be, and Piggly Wiggly is Kentucky Kingdom.
Well, we're only using this for reference now, so I'm going to put Piggly Wiggly in the notes.
That's a shit tier list, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to say SeaWorld Orlando is Publix because it's overpriced. You get
Publix?
You get good.
That's 7-Eleven, bro.
No, because
SeaWorld Orlando.
That's one of the best coaster parks.
Wait, SeaWorld. I don't know why. I thought you said Fun Spot Orlando for some reason.
No, SeaWorld Orlando.
Okay, I don't know why Fun Spot's in my mind. I agree with SeaWorld with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Publix because you have great selection. You have great options. It's very expensive.
But I don't know why I heard Fun Spot. I guess I just heard the Orlando part, and I thought immediately of like White Lightning and just everything. There's nothing wrong with White Lightning or anything. In fact, that's probably the best part of like the Fun Spots. But just being there is like that's definitely
My sister. We don't have Publix up here, and my little sister is currently in Florida and has been existing on Publix fried chicken because our family is obsessed with Publix fried chicken.
So
when I think of Publix, that's all I think of.
We're addicted to the sandwiches whenever we can get them. So it's because it's like I don't know why they have such good
sandwiches.
I thought they were just gassing them up, but I'm like, these are actually so bussin' for a grocery store for no reason. Like their food is just so good for no reason.
So, and that's like, I mean, if we're comparing Publix to SeaWorld Orlando, that tracks because like SeaWorld has no business being in the amusement park game, yet here they are. Like SeaWorld at its core is supposed to be about the animals, and then they went and turned them into amusement parks.
Good.
Like that tracks.
They should let all those animals go and focus on roller coasters because they're better at that.
True. Speaking of that, Marineland. They need to get rid of all the animals at Marineland and just let it be an amusement park because it would be a fantastic one.
Yeah, actually, Lagoon finally got rid of their zoo.
Actually, every single place that has animals should get rid of them and release them / rehabilitate them and focus on entertainment. Animals don't exist for human entertainment. Period.
This is true.
I will die on that hill.
Yeah, they should be rehabilitated.
That's a good hill to die on.
Yeah,
like if they are, obviously endangered or some sort of thing, and like they actually have to build up the population again, they shouldn't be thrown into an exhibit.
Yeah, why
are
we? Yeah. If you're rehabbing them and like X, Y, and Z, they also lie. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we rescued this." No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Which is why.
Okay, so like, if we're talking about zoos, Columbus Zoo is the best ever. Just saying, and part of it is because they have a really, really excellent conservation program, and they actually are increasing the Asian elephant population by 2 this year because their breeding program is so successful with rehabilitating the elephant population, and I'm stoked about that. So, fun fact.
That's amazing.
But so many zoos fucking suck. It's
yes,
like I hate it. I hate it.
I'm just like, I don't know. Whenever even when I'm at Busch and stuff or SeaWorld, I'm just like, I'm just like passing by. I'm not really taking pictures of them because I'm just like, because like we were talking about the gators the last time we were there, and I was just like, damn.
Also, why do you need to have alligators in a park in Florida when you can literally go 50 feet outside the fucking park and see an alligator?
Yeah. Those ones are all injured. Well, not all. I don't know, but Busch Gardens Tampa does have injured alligators. If you look up close, a lot of them are missing feet and limbs.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the thing is, did they do that when they were in the exhibit together? Because if you have 20 or 10 300
because
pound
alligators are very
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they overfeed them. Like, they're all huge and fat, so they don't do anything.
Yep.
It's a shame that TikTok kid ruined that exhibit. Honestly, because alligator's my favorite animal. I'm a Floridian. My number one favorite animal is the alligator. It's a perfect predator. It is a perfect animal. Yeah.
I'm fascinated with them. Like, absolutely fascinated with them.
It's so funny because Scooby is terrified by them. And I've literally, from a boardwalk, jumped into a lake to grab an alligator.
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with you?
I'm born and raised in Florida. You think I'm afraid of alligators? Nope. I've been in fucking canoes and kayaks and fucking 8-footers just, I've pushed 8-footers away with my fucking paddle. Like, they don't scare me. They're
alligators are on, so I have a top 5 list of animals that fucking terrify me, yet I'm also fascinated by, and I have like a weird obsession with, and alligators are on the list. Yeah. Alligators / crocodiles.
Crocodiles scare me because crocodiles I don't fuck with. We don't have a lot of crocodiles in Florida. They exist, but yeah, gators yes, crocs no.
Interesting.
So are you guys familiar with the penguin exhibit at Busch Gardens, by the train station, by where you see the boring layout of Cheetah Hunt?
No.
Kind of by the they have like that little
Yes.
They have
we were afraid to I guess chant that in the park.
So it's like when you're like
to another
when you're leaving like Cheetah Hunt / going towards the middle / back of the park, like towards Phoenix Rising or Falcon's Fury, they used to have his name was Old Joe. They had a 20-foot crocodile.
What?
Oh, that's so you mean a dinosaur, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur.
He was ancient. He was huge. And it was so much better than those fucking little stupid penguins they have that don't belong in Florida. But yeah, that was awesome.
The penguins. I want the crocodile.
The penguin exhibit stinks. It smells so bad.
Yeah, penguins do stink.
Well, they eat and shit a lot, and if you eat and shit a lot in a confined area, which is why when you leave Penguin Trek, it smells like shit. It smells terrible.
Yeah.
Those animals aren't made for captivity. They migrate and move for miles, like hundreds and thousands of miles their entire lives. No reason for them to be captive.
The Detroit Zoo currently has they have a pretty sick penguin exhibit, not gonna lie. They currently have a king penguin chick that weighs more than both of its parents, and this chick literally weighs more than my child. It's 35 pounds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Penguin chick.
I could kick that chick's ass.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but it's a penguin chick. You don't want to kick its ass. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. He has a funny name.
Why are you talking about kicking a penguin chick?
Because they're related to Tyrannosaurus.
Because I told him how much it weighed.
So what are your top 3 dinos there, Meg?
Wait, we gotta find out what Wegmans is, and then Lidl, and I guess I'll be satisfied. You guys know what Wegmans is?
I don't know enough about Wegmans.
So they're a bougie.
They serve beer in their shit, so that is an S tier.
Oh.
Fucking shit right there.
You know what Wegmans could be then?
What?
Have y'all been to Lost Island in Iowa?
Yes.
No, that's on the list.
I haven't been, but I know about it.
That's on the list.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I want to go for the dark ride specifically.
Oh, the dark ride's so fucking cool. I love it.
Yeah,
and Matsugani kind of ripped.
I'm like, look, I like so much about these parks. It's like I'm probably more excited about Monsters Unchained than I am Stardust Racers at this point. Like,
yeah.
Do I just try to get a job there? Do I just work as lead medic at Universal Epic?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Just instead of money, I just take the benefits of Universal shit.
Yes. Worth it.
And then you could probably move somewhere that doesn't have Spectrum only.
Yeah, but look at this. All right, now that it's nighttime, you guys can see. Look at this view.
The view is nice.
Old.
I would get high and just look at dazzling lights for a little too long.
Yeah, it's pretty damn pretty.
It's called Lake Mirror for a reason, because that shit reflects all those lights. They put up.
It's pretty.
Cool.
Pretty pretty.
Pretty.
I just wanted to tell you that.
This girl right here is pretty pretty. Look at her. She's
true.
Perfect.
She is.
That's
hey, girl.
She knows we're talking about her. She's side-eyeing me.
So, West, what are you giving Wegmans? What's the Wegmans part then?
They're like kind of bougie.
It's absolutely S tier.
But they're not necessarily bougie, and their food is pretty good.
Yeah, they're not bougie. I feel like Publix is like the bougie place.
Publix just feels
What's
modern.
a bougie theme park?
Probably a European one.
I was gonna say, I feel like it has to be European.
Fantasialand.
Oh,
we haven't put
or Energylandia.
So what's Universal or Disney? Or any of those?
Oh yeah, or those.
Oh, so like.
No, I don't think that's. I think Wegmans.
So no. So
that.
So you have to view Disney as they are the best at what they want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily the most bougie, but they're just good at what they want to do.
Yes.
Because they've got to figure it out.
Disney would have to be like Whole Foods. Like Whole Foods is about
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Being better, and.
Sorry,
I've never gone into a Whole Foods. What exactly is different about a Whole Foods?
Like the dog.
So here's the other
we're
thing.
We're better than you, and we know it.
Yes, and this is why. So just like there are Disney adults, there are people that live and die by Whole Foods.
So
and I also feel like that's why Disney can be Whole Foods. No, because Universal's better. Universal is like, let me see, what's like a
Sprouts?
So what's just the best?
Sprouts. Have you heard of Sprouts? It's literally a Whole Foods, but it's not as fancy, it's not as bougie, but they're just you get more. It's more value.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds
Universal.
That sounds
That's Universal
hipster, then. Sprouts.
Yes, but it's literally Whole Foods.
I mean, yes, but okay, then that would be Universal. Like if Disney is Whole Foods.
Like my tax bracket is not Whole Foods. My tax bracket is Sprouts, aka I go to Universal.
And my tax bracket is not Disney Vacations.
Exactly.
However, it could be Universal Vacations.
I still don't know what Wegmans is, and I'm kind of mad. Hi,
baby cat. Are you mad or not?
What if could Wegmans be like Knott's?
See, I had Knott's actually with Buc-ee's because.
Okay, I haven't been to Knott's, so that's fair.
Is there anything in Knott's that smells like absolute doo-doo dog shit? Like Buc-ee's jerky? You know Bucky's jerky.
Oh. Yes, I know Bucky's jerky. Are you about to talk shit about Bucky's jerky?
Yeah, it smells like someone opened a whole ass fart.
I love Bucky's jerky.
I can admit to that, though. It really does smell
bad. If you open
it does smell bad. You're
on
not
an
wrong.
airplane, everyone there should be allowed to hit you in the face. That should just be a rule.
That's fair. Like, you're not wrong. That's accurate.
You're eating some beef.
Yeah, if you open that next to like if that's your go-to snack on a plane ride,
on public transportation,
no,
you getting punched in the mouth.
Like imagine being literally all next to someone. It's like he's trying to be all nice. How's it going, man? He reaches into his bag. He pulls out some jerky.
How you doing,
I would be fighting.
I'm about to eat some ass cheeks.
Yeah, I'm about to spread my ass on this plane, basically.
I haven't showered in 17 days, and I just had a wet fart.
And I love jerky, but come on, man. Like,
by the way, Meg, this man right here made me carry his fucking smart smelling jerky in my pocket because I had bigger pockets than him.
Yeah, with weed, so it smelled like
it smelled like skunky ass cheeks.
Oh shit! Well, that's just gross. Wegmans, look, I'm gonna have to put a Bush Park.
Let's see.
I think a Bush Park.
Which one though?
I think Williamsburg or Tampa.
Does Wegman have 40% of their shit closed at all times?
Oh, they will have a lot of food stations closed a lot of times, yeah.
Because that's BGT, right? I feel like
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg is the same thing. I'm just gonna put Busch Gardens. I'm gonna put both.
Does that feel right to you?
What?
Does putting it as Busch Gardens feel right?
Yeah, because I said they kind of give me this, like, they're better than everyone else, or they're better than a lot of others vibes. Okay. The stuff's more expensive, and they have food stations, but it's like their food's falling off.
Oh,
okay.
By the way, this is my it's more for Jen because you haven't been to Dorney, but this is my Talon themed mouse.
Oh my god. I can't. I know that girl's a Dorney stan.
Dorney's a good park. We had me and her, drunk as a skunk, had last ride of the night. After the Halloween event.
Yeah.
I was walking blackout, by the way, and we got last ride of the night there, and we were chanting, demon drop, and then after we got back to the station, they let us go again because like we're having a good time, they were having a good time. It was one of my.
I love a good ride up
because like honestly, like I was a walk. You could ask Mike and Kelly. Like I don't remember my time with them that during the Halloween event. It was bad. So. me and Jen are we're friends, just friends, but like we had a hotel, so the next morning literally across the street, and I'm like, I was like, Jen, I'm so sorry that we didn't ride Talon together. And she's like, Tyler, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? We rode that shit 6 times and I have zero recollection of it, which is pretty crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
So but I do but I was coming down from it and couldn't actually function somewhat.
Yeah.
Because I had to make sure we could walk across the highway. But yeah, the demon drop back to back last ride of the night. That was a good ass time. That ride I will forever stand. I think it is a perfect roller coaster.
It's not a roller coaster.
That's why I said it, because I'm looking at you. It's a perfect roller coaster.
The park calls it a drop tower, so
it rolls and it coasts.
I think there's wheels on a drop tower too.
It rolls and it coasts, and it goes into a brake run.
So do cars, but cars aren't roller coasters.
No, I do say anything could be a roller coaster.
Cars are powered by a.
Okay, but hear me out. You can make your if you go. There's some roads in the back here, some back roads. If I just put in a neutral, I can coast for at least a mile and a half.
Make a mountain coaster out of a road.
You are dropped downhill on a track, not a tower. You are dropped on a track, which then straightens out, which you get G-forces. Unlike a drop tower, because you're slammed onto your back until the brake run, which is then you are sent back. It's a fucking roller coaster. It's a short roller coaster based as a drop tower for sure.
It sounds like
it doesn't coast because it doesn't go up again. Okay.
But it goes
that's my thoosie argument. It doesn't go up again. It never coasts. It doesn't have an opportunity to. And also, the park calls it a drop tower, so that's the main thing. It's like,
yeah,
but it's literally like they would show it like as a credit. They would be like, "Hey, look at this unique drop ride or drop."
That's true because experience. Parks do love to advertise things as roller coasters that really shouldn't be counted as roller coasters.
Cedar Point with their half pipe ride.
Yeah. You literally go to any other park and it's not a coaster. Like 95% of the other parks, it's not a coaster. There's a few parks that do.
Wait, Wes, I have a question.
Yes.
So you said Wegmans, you like kind of want. So we also haven't mentioned Hershey Park, which I feel like there has to be a. Yeah.
They're Publix.
No.
You think they're Publix?
No. Yeah, they are expensive and good at what they do.
That's what I'm saying. But honestly, if you're a local, they're not that expensive. Honestly, you get in it's pretty cheap. No, I can.
Oh well, Publix is expensive.
Oh, Publix. Okay. I was like Hershey. You can get tickets for like $50. It's they're kind of undervaluing. Maybe less sometimes.
Hershey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a
$50. We hang out at Hershey, right?
Yeah. That's where I actually.
At the Hershey event.
Yes, that's actually where.
That's what I thought.
Were we? I'm trying to think. Were we talking? Yeah, we were really talking the pavilion for a good bit.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I remember Yeah, and I remember I got a ride. Yeah, you got Puke Track.
Yep. Sure did.
And I got a cackle ride with Mark, so I was happy about that.
Oh yeah.
No, but that that night was crazy because I was literally frozen halfway through. So I had to go back to the car. I woke up to a sauna. Then I'm like, all right. I got really high to go back in. Matt was out there, and he just offered me some brews. I'm like, oh, okay. 3 brews later, I felt like a cartoon character. I felt like Doodle Bob, and then we were on Eating Wildcat. So.
So, Bethany and I did not stay at the park that night. We actually went back to the hotel and got really baked and played Uno. And we dipped. I remember what we did now. Okay. We had a bunch of snacks and we took, you know when you get those like little meat and cheese trays and they come with like the little like sausage stick?
Yes.
So we had those and then we also had caramel apple dipping sauce and we dipped the sausage sticks in the caramel dipping.
No.
And it was fire.
Fire. Look, if you weren't saying meat, like chanting meat after, it wasn't fire. You had to at least be meat.
I probably did. Speaking of, when we're talking about meat, we need to talk about the barbecue restaurant at Six Flags New England because that shit slapped so hard.
Oh, yeah, so hard that it was slipping and the most sloppy mess of...
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, it's an amazing picture.
Yes. Oh, that was a good day. Those days. Wait, so now that you have Wegmans, are we on to Dinosaurs?
Yes. Wait, do we decide? Are we using Publix for Hershey? Because I'm fine with that. Because then I'll recite it.
That feels right.
Okay.
That feels right.
So, now, ladies and gentlemen, the official grocery tier list. Or, no, not grocery tier list. The grocery to parks comparison. So, at Costco, we have Cedar Point and Magic Mountain. Kroger's is Kings Island. Honestly, I could put like King's Dominion there too.
That feels right. And I haven't even been to that park, but that feels right.
You have to go. Let me know when you guys go because King's Dominion is my favorite Cedar Fair park outside of maybe.
I've heard a lot of good things.
It's absolute S tier, and people, it gets ranked as like a B tier on average.
So I will say that's one thing.
It is an S tier park.
As a Drunk Riders listener, Marcus's take on 305 is so like it's just egregious.
I don't listen to any of their takes on anything because they're mostly wrong.
It's like yeah. At least Mike can defend it. Mike would be defending that ride because he can get on it easier because now he lives in Pincy. But
yeah,
oh my gosh, he's like, yeah, no airtime. No drop. It's like that. I'm like,
no drop. Dude, you're screaming, "Do it for Dale," and you're going down a 305-foot drop.
And you're blacking out.
And then you just go, down, and then you just go.
All right. So King's Minions and Kingsman, Kings Island, Kroger. This isn't everything. We're just highlighting all the hot topic parks that this would fit in. Buc-ee's. I like this one honestly. Knott's, Silver Dollar City, and Dollywood. Aldi/Lidl, Holiday World. Piggly Wiggly, Kentucky Kingdom.
Yep.
Hold on, I think we are missing one. I'll get to it after we're done with all this. Publix.
Okay.
Hershey Park, SeaWorld Orlando. Wegmans, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and Busch Gardens Tampa. Whole Foods, Disney. And then lastly, Sprouts is Universal. And if I go to Sprouts and it's ass, I'm going to be mad at you guys. We're going to have to redo
Sprouts is not ass. No, Sprouts is great.
I didn't say anything about Sprouts. I'm trusting Ty.
Okay,
I'm going to have my mom review this segment, and because she's a Whole Foods, she goes to Whole Foods, she goes to Publix, she goes to Aldi, she shops.
But does she listen to the cast?
No, but I'll give her this.
I'll
give her the segment.
Okay, then I guess tell her to stop at this point because I'm like, if it's literally like the sprouts of hair coming from my ass, then I'm gonna be so mad. Like.
Wait, what's the one we forgot?
Oh, so we like Knoebels, Waldemere, Lake Compounds.
Ah.
Those are like home stores with the home goods.
That's
my bodega market down the place.
Yeah, they're like little markets.
Yeah, that's your local market.
Local market.
Although my bodega is selling fucking pasta sauce for fucking $9. I'm like, oh fuck, that's like normal.
That's atrocious.
I think there's definitely pasta sauce that's worth $9, but this is not worth $9.
Mark will make you pasta sauce and send it to you for less than $9.
Wait, actually,
I'm in. Is Mark Italian?
His last name is Antonassi.
I guess I've been such a listener that I'm just like, what? You bring up pasta around him, he might go off for a few 45 minutes minimum.
I don't listen to anything unless I know the people. So I only started listening to TDR after I met Tom.
Don't feel like you have to. You don't need to listen to it.
I mean, I love their podcast. It's literally my favorite. Besides the High Rollers, that's my real favorite. But yeah.
Well, you can't say your own. Yeah. You can't say your own podcast is your favorite.
Yeah, I can.
Why?
Dude, I'm considered as fuck. Do you think my best friend's name is Tyler for any other reason besides my narcissism? Get out of here. Bro, the second you drop these things, I slam that shit on my fucking Spotify and I listen all the way through. I fucking love it. I hate my own voice.
Do that with our podcast.
Yeah.
And I literally just told y'all that the only episodes of TDR that I've listened to are the ones that I'm on. So
She gets it.
I don't know. For me, I'm like, it just be respected. I know that I was inspired by others. Which, anyway, but we're obviously making our own thing. Our own thing.
Tom made fun of us a couple episodes ago. He was like,
of course he did.
Well, because the Stonies and all that, he was like, oh yeah, they got. Did Boy already eat his food? He's a goblin. He was like,
I thought that was Marcus.
I forget, but they were teasing us, stealing their shit. Which now that I'm just drinking instead of smoking weed, it's like, god damn it, it's true.
Listen,
but you know,
those boys
imitation is the most what is it called? What's the saying?
Sincere form of flattery.
There you go. And I do.
But
love
those boys do not have their own thoughts. They have no right to accuse anyone of stealing anything.
I don't really think they have any real thoughts, but.
No, for me, if I were to make a true difference, or if I were to tell people, I'm like, if you want like a comedy show, you go there. Like, we do comedy, obviously, like, we'll have some fun, but like, we'll cover some like pretty like have moments where I'm like, this is BS. Pay your workers. Big thing here, like, adamant.
So, my favorite thing is us being smaller is that we can speak on certain political and like beliefs. Instead of bordering like, oh, we don't want to offend anyone. I'm like, hey, fuck these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers shouldn't be doing this shit. You know, that's what I like. That, you know,
And I will keep it.
I will always,
because I know people want to escape from it, but and it's important. It's like, whenever it's fucking over,
also, and I think
people is
which is why I'm not against Cedar Point this year, and I hope they don't do well. I hope fucking Top Thrill doesn't open, because they need to pay those motherfuckers those $20 an hour that they were promised, because they have people that literally traveled to this fucking place to work for them for $20 an hour, and now you're gonna be like, oh, just kidding, it's 15, which is fucking essentially minimum wage in most places. This is a workers' rights, because parks don't exist without your workers, period. And I know the political leanings of TDR definitely aligns with decency, but I think they tiptoe around it a little bit more than me and Wes do, for obvious reasons. Sure.
But, and they do that and like I've talked to Mark about this, like a lot of the reason that I don't go as hard in the club stuff is because I want to be able to say what I want to say without having to worry about parks like taking offense and shit like that. And so that's why I stayed out of like the management stuff on the club side for a really long time, because I was like, fuck that. Like, if Park's doing something shitty, I'm not gonna not say anything because I don't want, or because I'm afraid they're not gonna give me ERT. Like,
well, shout out Sarah from Coaster Studios, because she is on the right side of history. She is standing up for things. She is posting on her personal account about that. She's going to protests. We need more of that. Our country is not going to fix itself. We need people to act. I mean, West knows how I feel about things. He has been there as I've been in literal tears. So yeah, I won't go any deeper, but
nope, I like to be able to say what I think, so
I never will be silenced.
Nope.
Yeah, and I don't silence anyone, so
I'll be quiet when I'm in underground.
There you go. Or fully ashes.
When the fucking government puts me there, to be honest.
Exactly.
The only thing I'm threatened by. I live in a city, there's homeless people out there. They're like, oh, you don't fear? I'm like, no, I don't fucking fear. I fucking deal with homeless people all the time as a fireman.
Right.
You know, it's like, I'm not afraid of that shit. The people that are threatening are the people with power and money.
Power, yep.
Yeah.
1 billion%.
Our community needs to do something. But
losing Luigi, by the way.
Yeah, I digress. I will not say any more.
That man.
I would slurp that man from fucking tip to
Allegedly, he has sex tapes. He has sex tapes.
Okay, I'm just like...
And I'm like, are they streaming somewhere? Like, what?
Are you really a lover if you don't have sex tapes of yourself?
I mean, I don't have sex tapes of myself.
I have so much footage of me fucking. And speaking of my narcissism, that's like primarily what I jerk to.
Jeez.
Yo, I know what I like. You know.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, it would make sense.
Like me.
You know, I mean, you know of Tiff. Me and her, like, we recorded so much shit. Like, yeah, like, oh man,
I've never I've just never done it. I think it occurred to me like one time, and then I didn't do it. But no, I don't think any recordings of me exist unless I don't have knowledge of them.
I mean, I only have recordings on my personal device and like whatever few ladies' personal devices. It's not like exists anywhere. But
photos of me exist. I very much know that, but not recordings.
Yeah. I mean, there's Buzz Bars. Wait, what's Matt's channels? Coasters and Brews. My ass is on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Was that in the
That's
vlog?
a really good
old Matt.
Yeah, that's in the Tampa. That's in the Tampa vlog. That's a really good video, by the way.
I'm like,
it doesn't
he doesn't blur out your ass?
No, it doesn't. He doesn't show how drunk he was either. It's like somehow when during his recording, he somehow manages to be fine, but like we knew how fucking drunk he was.
I mean, I've seen him pretty tossed before.
Yeah, he's a pretty
soft.
I feel like I only see him in that.
Well, if you look at the video, he's like completely. I mean, it kind of is short. Like it's like after the tailgate, it kind of just clipped to like one ride of Iron Gwazi, and then the next day at SeaWorld because he was fucking gone. But yeah, that was my second time meeting Matt. Matt I don't think knew anything about me the first time I saw him and Gabby just in passing at Busch Gardens actually a few years back, but I wasn't really.
I call him Twister because he reminds me of Twister from the show Rocket Power.
I literally used that for when they came on.
Yeah.
For the podcast thumbnail. I need to bring them back on.
Woogie woogie woogie. Woogie woogie. Woogie woogie woogie.
It was so stupid. Wait. I love that show. And I was afraid of the game.
Too.
Because the game was like, had these robots that were just too... It was the same art style, but they were I don't know. It terrified the shit out of me. Like, that's why it's so... They had robots, like, just terrorizing the beach and sucking up all the water. They were called the Beach Bandits, bro. And I was so... I had to, like, wait 5 years of my life to actually beat the game because I was just scared of how these robots were built.
Scared of the robots?
Like, how they were built specifically. Hold on, let me see if I can look up how some of these motherfuckers were...
Wait, we gotta do dinosaurs. Honestly,
oh, yeah.
I gotta go to bed because I'm old now.
Yeah, no. We've been on a long time. Can I hit you with my movie list real quick?
Yes.
So I'll start with horror. Previous mentioned The Thing.
Okay.
Old. Alien. Old. The Ritual. You need to see. Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Creeped the fuck out of me. Really old.
That.
Birds. And also
I still have not seen it.
Oh, you need to see everything good. Hancock has ever made, by the way. Yeah. I watched that. My mom was like, yeah, it's black and white, whatever. We'll watch this shit from Blockbuster when I was like 9 years old. And another Hitchcock, also one of my favorites, Rear Window. I had to do a report on that, and there's a lot of psychological thought process about Rear Window, about people not speaking up in a situation where they think maybe somebody else saw it, somebody is going to say something. It's why we drive by car accidents without helping, blah, blah, blah.
You know...
Rear Window. Excellent. Hancock, Chef's Kicks. I grew up at Universal. I'm a Floridian, so we had the Hancock, like, makeup and all the effects before they had the movie makeup. So huge fan of his. And now I have my list of non-scary.
Okay.
The world's greatest trilogy, obviously, Lord of the Rings. My brother's future son, his name is going to be Theoden, for King Theoden of the Rohan. A perfect man.
Sick name.
We've been talking about dinosaurs. Got Jurassic Park, obviously the original.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For you New Englanders, I got The Departed.
Never seen it.
Oh God, that thing is star-studded and great. And then I have a parentheses. Anything with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Anything with Daniel.
Anything with Daniel Day-Lewis, but mostly Gangs of New York, and is it There Will Be Blood? Yeah.
Yes. But my brother's name is Nathaniel, and my mom named him after Daniel Day-Lewis's character in Last of the Mohicans.
There you go.
Yep.
My little artsy fartsy side, I got Whiplash and La La Land, and then I've got my Quentin Tarantino favorite, Reservoir Dogs.
I just watched that movie for the first time. Like,
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
I'm just a cop.
I can't finish that because it's a very derogatory and offensive, but that fucking shit was great.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of these designs of this Rocket Power game, by the way, I was telling you about, and I could tell why I was scared as a kid. I don't know if you see the screen right now, but like...
drop it. Drop the link. Oh, wait, it's on screen. Hold on.
Meg, just so you know, when you're tired and trying to go to sleep, Wes won't let you go to sleep because he will keep tangenting like 20 minutes back. He'd be like, real quick, I found the download for Rocket Power.
But those Rocket Power robots are terrifying.
Like, I'm scared of them now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this podcast on track for your pregnancy. Number one dinosaur, and it's non-debatable, just like my number one roller coaster. It's non-debatable. T-Rex, obviously number one. Then I got Bonehead.
Why? You have to tell me why.
Wait, yeah, seriously, why?
Because he's
why is it number one?
Because by mass, he was the largest and strongest land predator of all time. There's nothing cooler than that. Tyrannosaurus Rex is a bad bitch. Nobody fucked with Tyrannosaurus Rex, right? Who's fucking with a T-Rex? Me, if it's under 100 pounds. But, by the way, I will break a fucking baby T-Rex neck. I'm going to punch it in the neck, and then I'm snapping its neck.
You said you would fight any dinosaur under 100 pounds.
Under 100 pounds.
I don't think any, because T-Rex, I think, is a primo dinosaur. But I'm not fucking with a developed hunter under 100 pounds, like one of the raptor breeds or the Loposaurus.
Well, and the weight thing you have to consider. There are some dinosaurs that are fully grown that are under 100 pounds, so they have like their full developed brain and like.
So I'm less thinking about the brain, and I'm thinking more so like a T-Rex isn't a threat when it's small, because it only has its mouth.
Yes.
But like,
if you take the mouth out, you're golden.
Yeah. So claws aren't a situation there, but versus a raptor, that's going to be agile, fast, have claws, have a back, kicking of its hindquarters plus its front claws.
Yeah.
Shout out as a long-term vegan and vegetarian, I got to shout out my long neck, my Brontosaurus.
So I found a tier list, right? But the only issue is I definitely am not dinosaur savvy enough to know all their actual scientific names by just looking at them.
Yeah, we can do this. Okay, so real quick. So start at the top left. Put that up. That's a Velociraptor. Put that up to A or S.
That is 1,000% a Velociraptor.
Put an A or S. Yeah.
It's probably S tier.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's S.
I don't know what the fuck that is, so go ahead and put that.
That one is.
If we really
looks like a Pachycephalosaurus.
Yeah, put that like D. That ain't nothing.
Wait, now we need to test our knowledge. I kind of want to check now.
Yeah, but look at it. That's like a weak. That's a weak herbivore.
Or a Diplodocus.
Oh, whatever.
D. I say D.
They're vegetarian, right?
Yeah, but it's not a big one. It's not a cool vegetarian.
Yeah, the Brontosaurus.
But it has. But have you ever seen them fight with like their little duck bill thingies?
Yeah, but even their fighting is kind of pathetic, right? Like these guys.
I mean, yeah.
Like they don't have anything.
I'm D on that.
Food.
I agree with that.
Food. That's what it is.
Is it food for other dinosaurs? That's what that tier is.
Yes. I'll put it E for now. We'll see how. See, this is what I'm saying. What
that depends if you like. That depends if you like flyers.
Yeah, it's either like Pteranodon or.
I see the bigger, cooler one down there on the third row. So let's go ahead and put that like towards C or D.
Yes.
I want to give it B.
Well, we got to
look at this goofy little guy.
Exactly, he's goofy.
Well, and any of the ones that fly will fuck you up.
Yeah, they're all pretty big.
So like.
I say C.
And they are large.
Yeah, they're like, I would assume like, it looks like a bird or a flying thing, but this is probably like 12 to 15 foot in like length, and its wing diameter is probably like.
Let's not. I can't even imagine. This is too many goddamn dinosaurs, especially because a lot of them look like repeats.
Oh, okay. Want to find another one? Okay. Let's see here. What's a good list?
Jurassic franchise dinosaurs.
Yeah, that top one. Yeah, right.
This one here or this one?
Yeah.
No, left. Yeah.
Yeah, left.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, here we go.
I can't tell what that first one is, but it looks made up.
That looks like Indominus.
That's not real. That's not real.
Okay,
go ahead and grab Sarah. Go ahead and grab Sarah there. Go ahead and put her up at the A tier, bottom right.
Yes.
Nope, towards the right.
Oh my bad.
Nope.
Yeah, A tier at least. At least.
I love that animal so much.
I don't see what put that S tier, but.
Okay, go ahead, do it. I'm fine with it. If the group's fine with it, let's do it.
Yes. I would die for that dinosaur.
Grab T-Rex. Obviously, put him in S tier.
I'm sorry. Can we put this motherfucker in D?
Yeah, he's a nobody.
Why is he in D? He's doing his best.
he's doing, frankly, quite frankly, nothing.
Wait, real quick, Meg. Have you seen The Rock? Sean Connery's The Rock.
No.
Okay, I won't quote.
And this guy,
Bonehead. That's one of my favorites, bro.
A-tier.
That's gotta get. That's hell yeah.
Less.
even though he's kind of ugly, but
Yeah, but that's okay.
Like I prefer the Triceratops' like helm compared to his. His is all function.
They're essentially
at least Triceratops has some form. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a ram.
Pachybabe.
It's a ram as a dinosaur. Because they just.
It's Pachycephalosaurus.
Okay, grab the Allosaurus. That guy's awesome. Those play a huge part in the actual books. I would say B tier
they do.
at least.
Yeah, they're really great. They
That's
do a lot of work.
For those that aren't able to see because we're a podcast. That's the tiny little green guy that fucks up the kid in the beginning of Lost World. Anyways, grab see that red face one, that red face one above. That's a A-tier. That's either Allosaurus or Carnosaurus.
I think it's a Carn.
Oh, it has the horn though.
I think it's a Carn. I think it's a Carny.
The Allosaurus is also awesome, which is the other one. Grab that. Or is that the devil?
Can I just put this in S tier? I'm sorry, I love. Wait, why are
the devil one? I think that's the Indominus.
No, that's not the
Indominus.
Wait, no, I'm dumb. This is definitely a Carno.
Yeah.
The one that has two horns like that?
What's the one from the dinosaur ride?
That's an Indominus. Wait, no.
No.
I'm thinking of the new Jurassic World. My bad.
Why they got a dead Bronchosaurus?
Mosasaurus and S tier.
Yeah, absolutely.
The underwater one.
Second row towards the right.
Second row towards the end.
So towards
the underwater guy.
Keep going to the other right.
Other way.
Oh, I see him.
There we go.
I was looking for water.
S tier.
All right.
Another bonehead. Hey, put that other bonehead on A tier because I don't know the differences.
What, this guy?
Yeah, that's the same thing as the other one.
Is he really?
Oh, and put the frills guy. The guy that's going. Put him in A tier.
Yeah, he kills. Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, we
gotta start the venom.
We gotta start filling out some of the. All right, are these not the same as this?
Yeah, that's the same.
They're essentially the same. Put Spinosaurus in like C.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No, I like the Spina.
But he doesn't do a lot.
He doesn't. Are you on Reddit as far as like how they're always changing? Like people don't really know like what it is. I would say B for Spino. It's kind of cool because it's kind of mysterious.
I accept that.
I could see it at C. I just wish they did more with the movie.
It killing the T-Rex is bullshit. Hey, put that Brontosaurus, that long neck, that's a S tier. That's an absolute.
I'll give you a long neck.
The other one.
Yeah, any long neck. There's another one down there too.
Yeah, the one that's not dead.
Yeah, up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronto's
that's a Stegosaurus.
So I'm sorry, that's the best Bronto.
Yeah, that reveals.
Grab T-Rex Daddy. Grab T-Rex Daddy next to the car. Bottom row.
Main.
Before the party scene. 2 minutes before the party scene.
It's the T-Rex, bro. It's why those movies exist.
Awareness.
Towards in front of fucking Stegosaurus, bro. That's
in front of Stegosaurus?
That's why those movies exist. Do you think that movie exists for that fucking dying Stegosaurus?
That's a Triceratops that's dying, not the Stegosaurus.
I'm like, if anything, I think that's Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus, I think Stegosaurus should be B tier, if I'm being honest.
But Stegosaurus. Okay, no, A tier. Drop it to A. Stegosaurus
wasn't that big.
That's
true.
Anything,
we should move him back.
Yeah, he needs move.
Yeah, he could be towards the front of A tier. He's pretty cool.
Frills guy should be
He needs to be
in a good spot.
Yeah, he kills. Yeah. He kills the fat guy.
He kills Dennis. Yeah.
Where are you putting the pterodactyls?
A or S?
Flyers.
Bro. That's the coolest flyer.
Yeah, I'd give him A.
I'm like, are these the ones? Or, never mind. I'm just wondering if these are the ones from where would I? Yeah, I think they're cooler than the bonehead.
Okay, you like that? You're a pterodactyl stand.
And they can do more damage.
A bonehead? Hold on. Time out. You think a pterodactyl does more damage than a bonehead?
You can't even reach. It has flying. It has that alone.
A bonehead is fucking killing you one shot.
If he can touch you.
That thing.
Oh, it's a pterodactyl if it gets you at the right speed and angle. Especially if you get those ones that have the pointy bills.
Every speed and angle is correct when it's cracking your sternum open.
If it can. If it's flying.
He's too big, though.
This is like, a great
you have
debate.
the ability to just, like, duck him. Because he's too big.
Dinosaur death
Or, like,
battle.
go round.
You're... Okay, I'm Team Bonehead, but...
Team
Put that
Bonehead.
Put that Carnosaurus or whatever that devil-looking one is.
Honestly, he's kind of overrated.
Yeah, he should go up there.
I honestly think he's B tier, but he's better than, like...
I want to know which one's the
He's smaller, right?
Yeah. He's definitely smaller. I don't know. I kind of put green guy over Carnosaurus.
Yeah, green guys will fuck you up.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, that Blundy one. That's Indominus, yeah.
He's fake.
Indominus goes...
He's fake. He doesn't exist. Don't put him on there.
He goes in S tier, though, if he were real.
He's not. She's not.
If he were...
But she's not. It's fake. That's a made-up dinosaur. Doesn't deserve this list.
We'll just put fake tier.
Yeah, it simply doesn't exist. So, same with the Indonoraptor. It's bullshit.
Fuck. I don't know.
Because that's disrespectful to all the real dinosaurs.
Wait, grab the guy on the bottom row.
Raptor. That's the Velociraptor.
Yeah, he goes S tier.
Absolutely S tier, especially the movie version. That's an S tier.
Above Rex?
No.
Honestly, well, if you're going based on Jurassic World, yes, because the Velociraptors do take the T-Rex down. However, I would put Velociraptors below T-Rex.
You don't have the T-Rex placed on the right spot because the T-Rex needs to be in the number 1 spot.
Nah.
Do you guys know GP Angela?
Yeah.
We were DMing the other day about dinosaurs, and I was like, you don't understand, T-Rex is just the coolest.
Yeah, but it's like...
I am okay with giving T-Rex, like, top spot. Just for its notoriety alone.
I just feel like the aura of...
I know, the aura of the picture.
The aura of the Triceratops.
The dying Triceratops.
I know.
And plus Laura Dern. Laura Dern has a moment with that Triceratops and it makes me emotional.
It just has like it transcends so much. Like you literally can see it. Like I don't know.
You can feel that photo.
All right, so I'm gonna get this out of the way. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, why is there no C tier? Okay, realistically,
there's some C tiers.
See, well, I guess we got.
Yeah.
What the fuck even is this?
Could go in. I can't even see that.
There's another Bronto, so at least automatically A.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I got a new meme for y'all. There you go.
So that just means there's a lot of good. Well, I'll have to look at it after. Who are these motherfuckers? Kind of cool.
He was starting to look alike.
Cool.
That's fake, or I don't know. The problem is they didn't like represent the Carnosaurus, the Allosaurus well.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is fine because they had Big Daddy T-Rex or Big Mama in the case of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have to post this. I need to make sure I save this.
You need to get rid of all the fucking fake dinosaurs, though.
I mean,
I'm so bent out of shape about the fake one.
But they shouldn't be on. They're fake. They don't exist.
But they're part of the stories, man. You gotta. They impact the stories in the Jurassic Park world.
In theory, as if we're ranking them in the Jurassic Park world, sure, they would all be S tier because they were genetically modified to be perfect. They can They can literally turn invisible. True. It's bullshit. Like the Endoraptor can fucking like knows your social security number. Like,
well, obviously there's ones that are better. It's literally a Call of Duty lobby now. Modern Warfare 2. If everything's broken, nothing's broken.
There's not enough racism.
It's basically it's like a whole like everyone's here. It's actually what you call it, syndrome from not Invincible, Incredibles, where if everyone's super, nobody's super.
Syndrome is such a good villain.
Oh, Incredibles is a top 10 movie. But Meg, yeah.
Incredibles is S tier. S tier.
All right, so you're gonna have to come back and we're gonna have to do a Pixar.
Absolutely. Listen, I don't know if we were friends yet when I did my Disney bracket. That was my OG bracket.
I did not see that.
It was a Disney Pixar bracket.
Meg, let me read you this chat I had, or this text from West. Hey, we're gonna do a we're gonna do a small epi tonight, probably from 6 to 7. And
dear readers, it is almost 9:30.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours.
Like our podcast, like our podcast usually does, we be tangenting, and the fact that we hardly talk. Okay, if a Tyrannosaurus Rex were a roller coaster, it would be I-305, right?
Okay, that's a good choice.
I-305.
You can make a good argument of that or Fury. I think it has to be a big coaster though. It has to be like a giga.
Got to be a bad bitch.
If it's a hyper, it has to be at least 250-foot minimum. Like
unless it's an RMC hyper, because Iron Gwazi is a reptile.
Yeah, but a T-Rex is has more aura than a gator. Sorry.
Aura.
But as in the coaster world, Iron Gwazi has a pretty
like
big aura.
You got to look at it like power levels. Like he's going. That T-Rex is Super Saiyan, and that is Kaioken.
I mean, I'm looking at your fucking list, and you got a Pterodon in the A tier, bro. Like, that thing is getting ripped to shreds by it.
Dude, it's about... This list is vibes. This list is vibes.
You guys think a bonehead... You guys think a bonehead is taking a fucking flyer?
Where's the dexterity?
No, it doesn't matter. Flyers have hollow bones.
All I'm going to say, do you remember... in Jurassic World, if you get a flock of flyers... You remember how big some of those fuckers were. And we're not even taking into account wingspan.
And they got talons and beaks.
And we did pick
and like his head is only one part of his body.
That was Jurassic Park movie dinosaurs, which assumes that we are ranking them in the world of Jurassic Park, which means that all the flyers would be at least A tier and Indominus Rex exists. We wanted to rank Jurassic Park dinosaurs. If we were ranking real life dinosaurs, it would be a very different list.
We just wanted the shorter list because we know these dinosaurs, and we didn't want 47 fucking things because there's 13
26.
You can't remove the context, Ty. It's still Jurassic Park movie
for
dinosaur.
The meme. And also, why is she so much more like... She's like the perfect like size. And then Boy Cat is like a Slinky.
You are a perfect size little baby.
Oh. Anything you got to say here, Tyler?
Sorry I scared your husband away with my booty cheeks. I hope,
we're scarred now. It's like, I think we should bring him on. He showed me his ass.
That's not what happened.
I hope he's not offended that I showed his wife my booty cheek.
No, trust me. He knows it's not the first nor the last that I've seen. So all right. You can't scare him away. Trust me. I've tried.
That's funny. Well, I had a lot of fun. Honestly, this is probably the most fun I've had since Airtime Mike. So, and us and Airtime Mike talked about Egypt for an hour and a half.
What's up? That's what's up.
It's almost like I enjoy things other than roller coasters.
We'll do Disney, Pixar, and musicals.
Oh my gosh.
How do you feel about Cats? How do you feel about Cats the musical? Andrew,
I have 3. Oh, Cats the musical.
Like the actual musical?
The musical, Memories.
Like the movie?
Oh, yes. I did not see the movie musical. I refused to watch it.
Not the new one, not the Taylor Swift one. I'm talking like the Broadway performance.
Oh, okay.
Andrew
okay, yeah.
I thought you were talking about the movie.
No. So I grew up on a VHS Broadway, movie of Cats, not the bullshit ass new one. No.
Yeah.
I hate sequels.
Also, if y'all haven't seen it, Shrek the Musical is streaming. Like a pro shot of Shrek the Musical is streaming somewhere. Definitely watch it. Shrek the Musical is one of my favorite musicals of all time.
I've heard good things. Very good things about it. I've never been able to see it.
It's really good. I almost like the musical better than the movie.
Okay.
So...
To be fair... See, the movies are timeless pieces of perfect...
This is true.
Perfect, like, satire on what, what's happening in current day. Like...
Yes.
Do they do that in the musical?
The musical is just so, like...
It's just so well done.
It's just so well done, and, like, truly, I think that in another world, Shrek the movie could have been a musical with the songs that the musical uses.
I think it would have worked,
so,
too.
Like...
Because it's a parody of
Yes,
Disney.
And it would have. It would have. So... I think that's the way I watch the musical, and it's got an incredible cast. Like, it's just so well done, and it's so much fun, and it's just a good show. So, but anyway, that's another episode. Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun. I appreciated it. I had a wild day at work today, so this was some much needed downtime.
Are you on Blue Sky or whatever that's called?
I am.
Okay. Drop the Blue Sky.
I'm
not very active on there. Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Magnanimous. Yeah,
and
most of my shit's on Instagram.
Because, like, having multiple... I mean, granted, we have a podcast, but it's like... Having multiple is just like, oh my gosh, this is so overstimulating.
I deleted Twitter off my phone today, so you won't see me posted on there for quite some time.
Yeah, I got rid of Twitter a few months ago, and it's been grand. And then I also got rid of Facebook recently, which has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much only on Insta and Blue Sky right now. And my Blue Sky and my Insta are Magnanimous12. So it's like the word magnanimous, but with Meg.
So go ahead and give a follow.
That's me.
Especially to keep up with the Folie à Deux.
Podcast. Yeah. When we start that, come listen to us. It's just me and my brother being weird. So.
Yeah, if you liked what we just did here, you probably will...
It's a lot of that, yeah.
But no, seriously, give a listen back on You're Gonna Die, Bitch, because that was a time. Just listening to those narrations.
We have over 50 episodes.
Yeah, did you think you'd ever do that? 50 episodes just bullshit about horror movies?
No, we literally thought we'd do like 5 and then get bored of it. We made it to 50, so.
How's Nathan doing with the show? I think that's the last time I've heard. At least from the last episode.
Okay, so that show was... Okay, yeah. So that show's over. It went up. They actually performed the weekend before last, and it went really well. So, and then he just got cast in another show, the Putnam County, 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, that he's in rehearsals for right now. So.
Wow, right. Staying busy. I'm saying. Living the dream, too, for real.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But thanks for having me, guys. I gotta go upstairs and go to sleep because I'm 6 months pregnant and tired, so.
Yes. So, thank you for staying with us and bullshitting with us for so long.
Of course. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, and if y'all, I'm looking at the wrong place. This isn't even a stream, so I know I'm doing this, but if you want more of this type of stuff, go ahead, let us know. Like it, rate it. Apparently, rating it is important. I never say any of it, but go to rate the podcast wherever we stream.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah. But I know only time you guys subscribe is when I post a Planet Coaster video. So, I know YouTube is not where the podcast is being listened at. So, but if you are there and you're listening, go ahead and give that a like and the sub so it gets out there. Tyler, where can they...
Thank you for coming.
Yep.
Don't worry about following me. Yeah, just follow the podcast.
You can leave if you want right now because we're just doing socials and we're done.
Thank you, Meg.
Thanks,
were
guys.
wonderful. I had so much fun with you.
Thanks, guys.
It was a blast.
I hope to meet you post baby and your husband.
1000%.
Yeah. So sorry.
We'll be at the Chicago Stumble in August, but
I hope
you're going to Chicago.
I'm just trying to go to that, so sounds like a plan.
Yes.
I want
to
wrap the Shakira, baby.
All right.
Yeah, Wrath of Shakira.
Well, thanks, guys.
Have
a good one.
Take care. That was great. Tyler, where can they follow you, though?
Just follow my Instagram. Fuck Twitter.
That was so nice.
If you follow this podcast, you probably follow my Instagram, so...
Well, are you actually just giving up the Twitter? So,
no, I just don't give a shit.
Okay, well, it's at Brothers Back Row, for those wondering.
Yeah.
And then for me, you can follow me at Westhower Coasters on Instagram and on Twitter at Westhowerc. And the main is at the High Rollers DMV on Instagram and on Twitter at the High Rollers C. But everyone, it's been a bit. Hopefully we get some more news coming on up. I know I have a bit of a trip report coming because I'm going to be at Busch this weekend.
I'm going to SeaWorld tomorrow.
All right, so y'all stay homey out there. Never know who you meet in this silly little hobby. And tonight was literally a truth of that because barely any coasters and all just vibes. Take care, y'all. Peace out. Catch y'all on the next one.